This video is brought to you via the Fair Dealings Act, Fair Use Tennis Reporting, News Coverage, Criticism, Teaching. Magdalena Frech. She's back inside the top 100. It's been a few years, but listen, guys, she has an amazing aggressive style. She's got a lot of stamina. She's in better conditioning than 90% of the players on tour, in my personal opinion, as well as mentally stronger than a lot of players on tour. But she's facing the future of tennis, in my personal opinion, the fourth seed, Coco Gauff. Now, I thought Corey probably should have been the third seed, but you have to set up the huge matchup with possibly Arena Sabalenka in the rematch of the U.S. Open. That's a Jordan fist pump as Coco takes the first set. The American fans, they made the journey to Australia. That's a very long flight. I don't know. I might make it next year. Now, Coco's smiling because if you did not see this match, she put on an amazing show. A lot of the greats, Hall of Famers, they're in the building watching this match. And Coco Gauff, I talked about her strength. Now, this is what's going on with Coco. Because she's a lot stronger now, she's serving a lot faster and more aggressive. But I noticed the backhand. The backhand, she stepped it up a notch. It's a lot more powerful, a lot more aggressive. And she's extending it with that bounce 8 feet, well 8 feet off of that baseline. And opponents, they're returning literally shots where Coco's coming towards the net and putting them away. Case point in here. I talked about this earlier in the season at Auckland. This is what's happening. She's getting a lot of points at the net. And look at that athletic ability. Venus Williams did that a lot. So that's something that I noticed in her game. Whereas before, Coco was trying to out hit people, right? She was getting, and this is why I feel she struggled against Iga Swiatek. She's getting into a hitting match with Iga Swiatek trying to outduel her. If you want to be great, you have to use your gifts to your advantage. Coco's strong and athletic. Use that to your advantage. Pin your opponents deep, come forward and get easy shots. So Coco's winning these matches easily because she's winning the points more easily. She is not trying to out hit players. That's why she struggled against Iga. She takes the bait and it becomes a hitting match where she's trying to outdo people and she's not necessarily using her gifts and game planning strategically to beat these opponents. So I see an element in her game now where she's beating opponents using her head and a good strategy. And that's going to be a problem because it's catering to her athletic ability and the strengths in her game versus just trying to out hit people. That year and a half stretch on tour where she started to struggle was that. Arena Sabalenka getting ready to come out for the match. Coco takes the first set. She's winning 89% of her second serves, and Magdalena just doesn't have any way to compete there. So I'm concerned with Magdalena, but hopefully she doesn't get down on herself. She's just outmatched here. Coco takes the match in straight sets. It's a blowout. As I said, take the under in the first set. That came in pretty easily. Enjoy the free money, guys. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.